The other guy I think is the first person I discovered that you investigated is Brian Rose of London Real. Can you talk about his story?
Brian Rose, he was sort of this interesting figure because he was like trying to be, to one level or another, the Joe Rogan of London, which I don't think he did a terribly bad job of, especially initially. He had some really interesting podcasts with some really interesting people. And it's funny enough, I started out as I would watch him. I mean, I don't know if I was like a huge fan, but I was like, I like some of his interviews. He had some really good, like big gets in terms of, great guests. However, when kind of COVID started, he went down this really weird grifting rabbit hole where he did like this interview with David Icke, who's, as you know, like a pretty big COVID conspiracy theorist. And I mean like actual, like he believes some of the royals are literally lizards. So he got shut down for that. And he kind of made a big stink, which I think it's fine. Nobody likes to be censored. And I'm not even saying that he should have been censored. But his reaction to that was to like raise a ton of money from his audience, promising this digital freedom platform. And at first it was like, oh, we want to raise $100,000. And then they raised it like within a day. So he's like, well, we got to raise a lot more money. And so eventually they raised $1 million and he's trying to raise $250,000 a month to kind of keep putting his viewers' money into this stuff. So I started digging into the platform they were building, and there was nothing free about it. They had censorship guidelines, and there was nothing about a platform at all. There was no underlying infrastructure. He just got some white label live streaming thing. So I criticized him for that. It was just this ridiculous thing. All the donators expected one thing. They thought Brian Rose was going to take on Google and Facebook and like bring free speech back for everybody. And of course he didn't. And then it kind of got worse because he started taking a lot of heat for that. And he really pivoted hard into like the DeFi grift. So he started selling this course about DeFi mastery. And this is a guy who knows nothing about crypto, or very little at the least. So it just got really he just kind of doubled down on this course model of you're going to be rich if you just follow me. And it was ultimately, you just type in Brian Rose on YouTube, you can see what his audience thought of that, because almost all of them have left him at this point. He's getting like 1,000 views a video. And it wasn't because of me. I mean, it was like people lost taste in just the constant ask for more money, more money, more money. At some point, people get sick of it. And it's like everyone has an understanding that like no one works for free. But when it starts to be ego driven and driven around money, everything's about money, it drives people away.
Well, you're a part of that, sort of helping people. It's nice to have a voice.
Yeah, I certainly spoke out. I mean, it wasn't like I was quiet. I was very loud about it at the time. But I mean in the sense that if you look at someone like Andrew Tate, I've made a video about him, even though he's been banned off all the platforms, he gets more views than Brian Rose. And I think it's just like it was a testament to how much Brian Rose was like doing like the grift that even people who were fans and didn't care about what I said, like couldn't look past, just the constant ask for more and more money. People just get burnt out.